Hi everyone, welcome back to Travel Assurance NZ. If you're a teacher dreaming about starting a new life in New Zealand, you're in the right place, because in today's video, I'll be explaining everything you need to know about moving to New Zealand on a teacher residence visa, from the requirements, eligibility, and registration process, to how you can actually get a teaching job that could lead to permanent residence. So, if you've ever asked yourself questions like, can I move to New Zealand as a teacher? What qualifications do I need? Will I get a residence visa if I teach there? Then stay with me until the end of this video because I'll be covering all those questions step by step. And remember, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it so that more teachers like you can learn how to start their New Zealand journey. Alright, let's get started. What is the teacher residence visa in New Zealand? Let's begin with understanding what this visa actually is. New Zealand's teacher residence visa is part of the Green List Work to Residence pathway. That means if you're a qualified teacher and you secure a teaching job with an accredited employer, you could apply for residence after working in New Zealand for 2 years. This visa gives foreign teachers a real opportunity to move, work, and later settle permanently in New Zealand. So it's not just a temporary work visa, it's a pathway to permanent residence. The teaching roles listed under the Green List include early childhood teachers, level 7 qualification or higher, primary school teachers, secondary school teachers. You can find these roles officially listed on New Zealand Immigration's Green List using the link in the description. Work to residence visa requirements. If you have a teaching job, you can apply for a work to residence visa under the Green List category, but there are requirements you must meet. These include having a full-time job as a teacher in New Zealand, working for an accredited employer, earning at or above the median wage, 31.61 New Zealand dollars per hour as of 2025. Working for at least 24 months in New Zealand before applying for residence. You can apply for the Work to Residence visa through the official Immigration New Zealand website using the link in the description. Why New Zealand needs teachers. Now you might be wondering, why are teachers on the Green List? New Zealand has been facing a shortage of qualified teachers, especially in early childhood education and secondary schools. Several reasons contribute to this shortage. An aging teacher workforce nearing retirement. Growing student numbers, especially in cities like Auckland and Christchurch. A lack of local graduates entering the education field. Because of this, New Zealand actively welcomes qualified teachers from overseas to fill these roles. That's why teaching has been included in the Green List. It's a priority occupation. Now, before you can move forward with applying for jobs or a visa, there are requirements you meet. Let's go through them one by one. Requirements for teachers moving to New Zealand. If you want to move to New Zealand as a teacher, you'll need to meet both immigration and teaching registration requirements. Let's start with the teaching side first. 1. Teacher registration and certification. Every teacher in New Zealand must be registered with the Teaching Council of Aotearoa, New Zealand. This registration proves that you meet the professional, ethical, and qualification standards needed to teach in the country. To get registered, you must hold a recognized teaching qualification, usually a bachelor's degree in education or equivalent, have teaching experience from your home country, meet English language proficiency standards, provide police clearance from your home country and any other country you've lived in for 12 months or more in the last 10 years. Once registered, you'll receive a practicing certificate which allows you to legally teach in any school or early childhood center in New Zealand. You can find the full registration process and forms on the Council's website using the link in the description. 2. English language requirements. If English isn't your first language, you'll need to show evidence of English proficiency. You can do this by taking tests like IELTS Academic with an overall score of 7.0, no band lower than 7, or TOEFL IBT or Cambridge C1, Advanced, accepted alternatives. These scores make sure that you can communicate effectively with students and colleagues. 3. Job offer from an accredited employer. You can't apply for a residence or work visa until you have a valid job offer. The job offer must come from an accredited employer under New Zealand's immigration system. Accredited employers are officially approved by Immigration New Zealand to hire foreign workers. Many schools and education providers in New Zealand are already accredited, especially in the public education sector. But before you accept any job offer, you must verify that the school is truly accredited. Here's how. 1. Go to Immigration New Zealand's accredited employer list page using the link in the description below. 2. In the search box, type the name of the school or employer. 3. If their name appears in the results, it means they are officially accredited and can support your visa. 4. If not, do not proceed with the offer until you confirm with Immigration New Zealand. This simple step protects you from scams or false job offers. Quick one, if you're finding this video helpful so far, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends or fellow teachers who might be thinking about moving to New Zealand. Now, let's continue. How to apply for teaching jobs in New Zealand. Alright, so how can you find a job as a teacher in New Zealand from overseas? Here's a step-by-step guide. 1. Start by checking the green list. Make sure your teaching role is listed there. 2. Register with the Teaching Council of New Zealand. Apply for registration through the link in the description below. 3. Search for teaching jobs on New Zealand job portals. Some trusted websites include Education Workforce, TeachNZ, Working in New Zealand. See links to these websites in the description below. 4. Apply directly to accredited schools. Many schools in New Zealand post their vacancies on those websites and mention if they are accredited to hire foreign teachers. 5. Wait for a job offer. Once you get a job offer, make sure you meet immigration requirements. Relocation assistance for overseas teachers. One great benefit of teaching in New Zealand is that many schools and organizations offer relocation assistance for overseas teachers. This can include flight reimbursement, some schools cover airfare, temporary accommodation for the first few weeks, settlement support, help with bank accounts, tax numbers, and finding housing. The New Zealand Ministry of Education even runs special relocation support programs for international teachers through TeachNZ. Now, this is where it gets exciting, and where many international teachers miss out on great opportunities. If you're an overseas trained teacher planning to move to New Zealand, you can get financial help and support from the Ministry of Education and TeachNZ. The TeachNZ Relocation Support Program is a government-funded initiative by the New Zealand Ministry of Education designed to help qualified overseas teachers move to New Zealand more easily. This program offers financial assistance and relocation support to cover costs such as flights to New Zealand, moving and shipping expenses, temporary accommodation costs, expenses for settling into a new community. To be eligible, you must 1. Have a teaching job offer from a New Zealand school or early childhood education center. 2. Be living overseas at the time of application. 3. Hold registration or provisional registration from the Teaching Council of Aotearoa, New Zealand. Here's how it works. Once you've secured a teaching job, your employer will confirm your role with the Ministry of Education. You can then apply for the Overseas Relocation Grant through TeachNZ. The ministry reviews your application and, if successful, reimburses your relocation expenses up to the approved amount. This is a huge help because moving to another country can be expensive. Having the government cover part of your travel and settlement costs makes the process smoother and less stressful. Here's what you need to know and how to use these programs. 1. Overseas Relocation Grant, up to 10,000 New Zealand dollars. This is a grant for qualified overseas trained teachers who are starting a full-time teaching role, at least 12 months, in a state-integrated school, or licensed ECE center, ECE meaning early childhood education. The grant can cover many moving costs, airfares, temporary accommodation, registration with the Teaching Council, moving immediate family and other relocation costs. To get this grant, you must apply within 3 months after starting the teaching job. Submit your employment agreement, receipts for moving, travel, rent, proof of registration, etc. 2. Navigator Service. TeachNZ offers a navigator service to help you step through the recruiting process from overseas. They assist with contacting NZQA for qualification recognition, Teaching Council registration, Immigration New Zealand requirements, and sometimes payroll issues. To access it, teachers can email the navigator team or use the contact details provided in the Education Workforce site. They offer one-to-one guidance. 3. Straight to residence for secondary teachers. Secondary school teachers who are qualified and have job offers with accredited employers can apply for straight to residence on the green list, without needing to live and work in New Zealand for 2 years first. These supports make it easier for international teachers to settle smoothly into their new life. How to bring your family along. Once you secure a teaching job and your visa, you can also apply to bring your family along. Under the Work to Residence visa, you can bring your spouse or partner on a partner work visa, bring your children on student or dependent visas. This makes the process even more attractive for teachers who want to move with their families. So, that's everything you need to know about moving to New Zealand on a teacher residence visa. We covered what the visa is, the registration process, requirements, salary expectations, and how to find jobs from overseas. If you're a qualified teacher looking for an exciting new life and career in New Zealand, this could be your chance. Don't forget, I'll leave all the links mentioned in this video in the description box below. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who may also want to teach in New Zealand. Thanks for watching Travel Assurance NZ, and I'll see you in the next video.